Hey guys, welcome to the Dave Darren Show. It is New Year's Eve on the Dave Darren Show. Let me see if I can get Willie here to come on in. Willie, New Year's. There he is. Willie's coming in here. Let me shut the door so he stays in here with me. Hey buddy, New Year's. Wait, stay here. Go get your toy. All right, good to see you guys. Good to see Willie. Willie, come on back here. Let me see your toy. Give me that toy. Give me that. Give me that. This is Willie's brand new toy. He likes this one, but he likes this one better. He just woke up though, so he's still in the sleeping mode. So good to see you guys. It's raining out today in Phoenix, so why do I have the sunglasses on? I don't know, because we're going to go out tonight. We're going to be partying. Going to have a good time tonight. So what's going on with you guys? Good to see Kathleen here. Good to see Lilith. First time seeing you, Lilith. I think you're a brand newbie. Very good. Very cool to see you. We do shows every Thursday, by the way. Usually 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. East Coast time. We talk about UFOs, aliens, and stuff like that. Paranormal experiences, remote viewing. Be part of the show and become a guest on the show or a caller into the show. The phone number to call into the show is 480-236-2111. 480-236-2111. And you get to talk to a guy that looks and acts like me, which is kind of cool, right? It's kind of cool. It's not boring. And so I'll tell you, we're going to do a show today. I don't want you guys to call up and tell me that you've got some kind of boring thing going on for next year. Tell me something exciting that's going to go into your life next year. Tell me something that you're going to make happen next year that's exciting. And I'll tell you about what I've got going on next year. It's going to be exciting. We're going to have a rock and roll year next year. So I'll tell you, the first thing I did is, for some of you guys, you know I have my own business, right? So I'll tell you what happened. First, you know what we should do? We should have a little bit of entertainment. How many of you guys are going to go out tonight and perhaps look for that woman of next year to date for like 4 or 5 months, get married, and by next year you'll be divorced? How many of you guys are going to do that? How many of you girls are going to go and look for guys? So just to get you in the mood, just to get you in the rock and roll spirit of New Year's, let's start off with the girls giving out a little bit of a dance for the new year. Let me see if I can find it here. Here it is. This is the girls. This is the girls trying to get a New Year's guy relationship going on this year. Here's how you ladies can do it. When you go out tonight, find four or five girls to go out with, and here's the way to attract men to check you out. Here we go. Hey guys, let me interrupt that, and I'll tell you why, because I know that the guys are wanting to get with the girls. So I know I was neglecting the guys, so the 4 or 5 of you guys that are going to go out, here's the way you attract the ladies, okay? Remember we had the girls doing a second ago? Here, guys, is the way to attract the ladies tonight. Here we go. Happy New Year, attracting the females in the audience. Here we go. And I'm going to interrupt that. You know why? Because it's not fair to separate the guys from the girls, especially on New Year's Eve. Everyone's got to get together. We got to socialize. We got to meet the opposite sex. So the next year we have sex, right? So here we go, guys. The guys and the girls mixing it up on New Year's on the Dave Darren Show. New Year's Eve. Here we go on the Dave Darren Show. The guys and the girls together. Man, took off the glasses. So there we go, guys. This is what we're supposed to do. Tonight we're supposed to go out, take the shades off so the women can see your eyes, right? They want to see your eyes. They don't want to see glasses. They want to see your eyes. Go out there, make eye contact. Enjoy yourselves tonight. Enjoy yourselves without being blitzed out of your mind. Don't get smashed, stones, so that you hit stones and rocks on the way out. Make sure you drive sober tonight. But let me say good night. Good night. Let me say hello and Happy New Year's Eve to Kathleen and Lilith, who already said hello to. Mike Johnson, Happy New Year from South Carolina. Good to see you. Can't stay on long? That's okay, guys, because I'm not going to stay on long either today, because we all got to go out and we got to celebrate, party, and have a blast. Good to see Richard. Good to see Adam. Hey, Adam, haven't seen you in a while. What's going on? I know you're not out there watching Weathered Hate, Heather Wade, so how come you're not visiting this show? Because this show is still happening, man. It's happening throughout the new year, right? Let's see. Happy New Year. Mr. Groper is saying that to Lilith, saying that to Richard. Richard, you already are making a connection. Look at this. Ren, good to see Ren. I got those CDs headed out to you. I'll tell you what. You know, with the Christmas holidays and all that, I didn't get these CDs. You know, once in a while, guys, I do these little giveaways. So I do have CDs picked out. They're not in the mail yet. I was hoping to get them out for Christmas, and then I got to the post office. It was a mess in the post office. But let's see. I've got Ren's collection here. I've got this band called Red Oblivion. You're going to get that. You're also going to get Punch Face. And all these bands are original bands, so I'm sure you've never heard of them, which is kind of cool. And Christ versus Warhol. So this is the third one you're going to get. And Terry, who usually visits the show, but maybe she's absent today, or maybe she's listening in and hasn't joined the chat yet. But Terry will be getting 3 CDs as well. She will be getting, and by the way, you're getting CDs tonight, but when you go out tonight, make sure you wear protection, because I'm sending CDs out, but I don't want you guys to get disease. These are CDs, don't get diseased, all right? This is Matt Seberg. Terry's going to get this. She's also going to get the Superions. It's kind of a cool CD. And also the Rockin' Daddies. This is a rockabilly band, so I thought I'd give a little bit of diverseness to this giveaway. So once in a while, I do giveaways, and I'll do one in the middle of next month too. I'll get on here, and the people that can answer some questions, I'm going to send you CDs from the music show that I used to do. All right, so it's going to be kind of good fun. I can't even talk today, and I haven't even had a single drink yet. If you go out tonight, by the way, make sure you use Uber or taxis or something like that if you intend to drink. And if you drink, make sure you carry a bag in, because the Uber drivers, they own those cars. So if you're going to get drink, if you're going to get drink, I can't, like I said, I can't even talk. If you're going to drink and you're going to get that little bit of sickness, and you get in a car, an Uber vehicle, which is owned by the guy, and you're moving around in some of the potholes and the bumps in the road, and you're going to be swaying and swerving back and forth, and your head's already spinning, carry a vomit bag with you, all right, so that you don't vomit in the Uber car. Uber is not the place for vomit, right? Because I think they charge extra for that. I think they actually have an insurance policy that if there's vomit in the back seat of the car, they actually have to write out an insurance claim. So they do get reimbursed for it, but don't put them through the extra effort, because it's not only going to be you that's vomiting, it's going to be 3 or 4 other people. All right? So let's see. Nice shirt, Dave. Oh, thanks. I always have these white. This is like my party shirt, and this is my rock and roll jacket, which tonight I got to wear a jacket. It's cold in Phoenix. I got to bundle up. Actually, I made this jacket. You know how long it takes to put all of this bling on a jacket? People have asked me, do I actually sell jackets? I think that's got to be, maybe that's my New Year's Eve resolution, to start up my own side business of making jackets and blinging them all out. So let's see, who else we got here? Kathleen, I got CBD. Okay, that's cool. All right, make sure you bring that. That'll help you with the guys. Bring some CBD oil. Let's see, Rockabilly is sick. Yo, makes me want to kick a piano. There's some pretty good, really, rockabilly bands out there. And one of the guys I always see every year, I go to see the guy from the Stray Cats. What's his name? I can't think of his name off the top of my head. What is his name? I don't remember. But it doesn't. So I'll tell you what, being a business owner, today I'm off. But I had to make other people work today, which was kind of a bummer. And when you have a technology firm like I do, and you got Indian people to work for you, I don't want to be the guy that's going to call up a worker of mine to work. So I had somebody do it for me. I had one of my employees give another employee a phone call because they had to come into work today. So I did record it because I figured, you know what, I'll show you how mean of a guy I am. So here it is, me delegating to one of my employees to call up a fellow employee to order him into work today. So I had to do it. I had to do it, guys. I'm busy. I'm still busy today. So here it goes. Here goes the meanness of Dave Darren on New Year's Eve.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Hey, Abel, this is Smith.
How are you doing, boss?
We're so backed up today, we're asking if you can come into work ASAP.
Excuse me?
Like I said, we're so backed up today, we're willing to pay you double the price.
Today?
Yes, today.
I can't today. I can't. My car just broke down.
We'll call you Uber.
I have a big headache.
We got Advil in the back room.
I got Ebola. I got Ebola last night. I caught it.
We got the cure now. We got the cure, so we're good.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I'm not going to lie. It is New Year in my country.
Are you on drugs?
No drugs, sir.
I need you to come in for drug test, okay? ASAP.
Hello, sir. Hello. Wini, fire and dare game and nada chung kuta tashi baba
Welcome back to the show, guys. Little Willie's over here. Willie, say hello. Do you kiss your dog's nose? It's a big nose, long nose. It's an Italian, just like me. I've got a Belgian Shepherd with an Italian nose because you should see the size of that nose. Makes mine look small. That's why I got a dog with a big nose here. So welcome to the New Year's Eve show on the Dave Darren Show. I'm sorry I had to make Sanjay go to work today. You guys saw Sanjay's reaction. You couldn't understand what he said. He was saying it in his own language. I gotta ring him tomorrow. I'll bother him tomorrow. I bothered him on New Year's Eve. I'll bother Sanjay tomorrow and ask what he was saying. I'll ask him to repeat it in English and see if he actually does. But good to see you guys. New Year's resolutions, you got any? You got any to tell me about? I'll tell you what my New Year's resolution is. Hopefully my New Year's resolution is to get some sunshine back to Arizona. The sun's coming out a little bit right now. I'm looking out the window. I see a little bit of sun, but I see major clouds. I need sun. I need my Arizona sunshine back. But my New Year's, what is my New Year's resolution? I'll tell you, my New Year's resolution for the Thursday night show that we do is to try to rock it a bit, to try to really bring it up. And what I want to do is, I do the UFO paranormal show. What I really want to do is explore, because I think some of you guys know I'm a skeptic. I want to know how many of you guys are skeptics, and I want to get the skeptics together. And when we have guests on, I really want you guys to help me pick their brains, because I don't want to be a skeptic for the rest of my life. I want to be moved into the realm of reality. And like I said, as a skeptic, I am not closed-minded. I'm very open-minded about the topic. I want to explore. And I want to take my skepticism and I want to bring it back to probability, because I think there is a probability out there that you guys are seeing stuff. And just because I haven't seen it doesn't mean that, oh my God, Dave didn't see it, so it's unrealistic, it's fake. I want to make sure that I want to become more educated, and I want to know what's going on in the realm of paranormal and UFOs. And you guys know a whole lot more than I do, because for instance, it's me, just me, one guy that lived in the city, which has all the city lights so you can't see UFOs, because you can't even see stars in the sky because everything is still lit up. And when I'm in Phoenix, of course, I do see a lot of sun, a lot of clouds today, but a lot of blue sky and a night clear sky. But I'm not really looking up there enough like I should be to discover what is up there in the air that I'm missing, that you guys are seeing. So I want you guys to come on, and I want you to tell me why at one time you were probably a skeptic and doubtful, but something threw you over the edge to being an observer, or you've studied enough evidence where you're now moved into the believable part of your lives, paranormal, UFO, etc. So I want to know what has converted you. And I want to have the people come on the show who have something that have experienced or seen. And I want you guys and me to ask them questions so we can justify a reality, so that we can move the skeptics in. Some of them that especially are very closed-minded. At least I'm open-minded about it. I want to take the people that are very closed-minded, still participating in the show, so we can move them into at least believing it's possible, it's plausible, and it's possible. That's what I want to have this show be. But I want it to be a show of exploration so that we know what we're talking about, right? So let me get back to Sanjay, who's really bummed out because he's working right now. But I know that he has some relatives out there that are trying to connect him. So this is what we're trying to do with Sanjay. Sanjay today is working, okay? He's working. At the end of the evening when he gets off from work, I'm going to let him get out of work like at 6 o'clock tonight. So I'm like the guy from the Christmas Carol, Ebenezer Scrooge. I'm making the guy work till 6. I'm letting him out as soon as this show's over. I'm going to call him up and say, go home. And when he goes home, I am going to try. Me and his relatives are trying to get him the arrangement girl of his dreams. It's funny, this guy Sanjay, he's got on his screen, because they have all these arrangement marriages in India. In fact, they have them in Japan too. They're called omiyais. So on his computer screen, because I actually overlooked him one day, by mistake, I don't go and stalk my employees to see what they're doing, but I saw on his screen he had like 7 different women. I think it was 8. 8 women that he's supposedly going to meet this year and hopefully get married to one of those 8 this year. And it's funny, at the end of the workday, I told him, I saw it. I said, do you want me to help you pick someone that I find attractive? And he said no, because he looks at me and he sees how unattractive I am. So he probably doesn't trust my judgment. But this is what we're trying. Me and his relatives are trying to set him up with his new bride for 2020. And here we go, trying to set the guy up.
When we say New Year's resolution, what do you understand
Wrong
by
one,
New
guys.
Year's resolution?
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
That's getting ready. Don't worry. That's getting ready. I picked the wrong one. Here we go. Sanjay and trying to set up Sanjay with the girl of his dreams in 2020.
ምንድነው? ያት እዛ ጋ ያት she's beautiful. Look the way she looking. ኮታቷል
እንዴ አንድ ልጅ እኮ ናት።
አንድ ልጅ who cares?
አይ ኬር እኔ ኬር አደርጋለሁ።
she's looking good. go talk to her.
እንዴ እስር ቤት እኮ ነው የምገባው።
she can be your wife. go talk to her.
አረም ብየው ማዘር አልሰማም።
ምን ይላል በእግዚአብሔር? okay come. what about that one over there? she look like your cousins, you know?
ካዝኔ እኮ ናት እሷ ራሷ እኮ ናት።
she's your cousin? ዋይ አንቺ ተለወጠች ሞላ አለች እኮ እግዚአብሔር። okay hold on. okay you see her? yeah the other one behind her. go say hi right now.
no ማም አቁሚ በእናትህ
you are single. you are 30 years old. you are still single.
እንዴ ኧረ ማዘር ዝም በል።
አቢ ምን እየተጠየቅክ ነው? አቢ ደከመኝ ነኝ። አንተ እንደሬ ነው መገላገል ነው የምፈልገው። ወይ ገና ገሜሪ ነህ ወይ ልጄ ማግባት አይፈልግም።
ኧረ ዝም እሺ አዋራታለሁ።
And welcome back to the show. Now, I'm reading some of the chats here. Lila says she's skeptical about everything. And you know why? You should be skeptical about everything. And I am as well. But at least when you're skeptical, Lily, you can answer me this question. When you say you're skeptical, does that mean that you totally don't believe and you are very closed-minded? Or at least are you like me where I'm skeptical, but I'm open-minded, and I think that there's some probability out there that some things could be existing out there that just because I haven't witnessed or seen, it's still possible, maybe even probable, that's a hard word to say, isn't it? You can't say them both back to back. It's pretty tough to do that. But at least are you open-minded to potentially explore and see what's going on that maybe you missed? Maybe your next-door neighbor has something you've seen and he doesn't want to tell you because he doesn't want to bring up the possibility that you're a skeptical and you're going to be closed-minded to him. And maybe your next door neighbor is one of those most attractive guys that you should be meeting, and he's going to tell you he's had a UFO experience. Now, what does that mean? Maybe he's going to be able to probe you. Maybe he's got the stainless steel table, you know, the thing that the aliens abduct you with, and maybe that's going to be nice and cool on your bottom, right? You're going to lay on a stainless steel table. You're going to probably meet the guy. Maybe it's going to start getting warmer out, and it's going to be hot in his house when you go over to have a couple drinks with the guy. And then when you want to cool off, he's got the stainless steel table so you can lower your little hiney on the stainless steel table and cool off while he's probing you, right? So this show does really get degraded after a while. But Anyone that wants to call and tell me about your New Year's resolution, 480-236-211. When you call me if you want to, or you don't have to, because today's going to be a kind of a brief, quick show, because we all want to go out and we all want to celebrate, right? So here's something about New Year's resolutions from Africa. I was trying to find out if everyone across the entire planet knows about what a New Year's resolution is. So here's some of them from Africa. I found this one about people in Africa having New Year's resolutions like we all do here in the States.
When we say New Year's resolution, what do you understand by New Year's resolution?
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
I know it's the resurrection of Jesus Christ.
And we're back to the Dave Darren Show. New Year's, where are you guys going tonight? I was going to go to Tempe Town Lake. It's close to ASU, Arizona State University. They have fireworks. They got music out there. I was thinking about going out there tonight, and it's starting to get sunny out now. So actually, I was thinking about, do I have to have an alternate plan? Because it was raining out a couple minutes ago, too. It's like rain the last 3 days in a row. It rained, and 2 days of clouds, and today raining again. So 6 days of horrible weather. But finally, right now, if I could turn the computer around without busting it up, it's sunny out. So I think I'm going to do that. So at least I don't have to change my plans and have my wife say, Dave, again, you're changing your plans. My New Year's resolution should be, when you got a plan in motion, don't change it. Stick with the original plan and the format. So let's see. We got Jeff here. I was told 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And actually, I think it is, because right now it's 2:22 p.m. in Arizona. Oh, did I screw that up? I think I did. So I'm sorry. Sometimes I get the time zones messed up too. I always should remember that 2 p.m. Arizona time. Look at that. I started the show off at the wrong time. The first time I've ever done that. But I gotta always think, because Arizona is a tricky state, because we're the only state in the country that does not change its times when everyone else does. So usually we're at the same time as California is, but then when California goes back an hour and Arizona doesn't, so that's why I screwed up today's time zone on this show. I think I did put the start time is 2 o'clock Arizona, which is 4 o'clock Eastern time, so I messed it up. So there we go, a total screw up again. First time though, not again, first time. So good to see Jeff, who's saying Happy New Year. Good to see John, Happy New Year. Jeff says he's here. Now, you missed some of my fun stuff, though. You got to play back the show, because we already did some fun stuff. I will play one back for Jeff, since he got in here, and he's a good guy, a good friend of the show, and John as well. And John's in IT. So John in IT knows what it's like to be in technology and to be with the remember we used to all have pagers? No one's got pagers anymore. Does anyone still carry a pager? That little square thing that it beeps, and it's got little numbers on there for you to call back. No one's got that anymore. Now we all got cell phones, right? So you remember the time we all carried pagers? Now, of course, we all carry cell phones, and then we all get called into work if something disastrous is going on. We all get called into work. So John, who's in technology, let me play this for you. Today I felt like I was an Ebenezer Scrooge. I didn't do it. I delegated the nastiness of my personality to call someone into work. So I called up one of my other guys to call up a third party and tell him he's got to go into work today. So here we go with my cruelness, sending someone, and I know you guys have seen this already, but John hasn't and Jeff hasn't. So let's play it back on a Dave Darren Show. Here goes my call, not my call, I delegated it, to have someone from my company come in on New Year's Eve and start working for the Dave Darren company. Here we go.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Hey, Abel, this is Smith.
How are you doing, boss?
We're so backed up today, we're asking if you can come in and work ASAP.
Excuse me?
Like I said, we're so backed up today, we're willing to pay you double the price.
Today?
Yes, today.
I can't today. I can't. My car just broke down.
We'll call you Uber.
I have a big headache.
We got Advil in the back room.
I got Ebola. I got Ebola last night. I caught it.
We got the cure now. We got the cure, so we're good.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I'm not going to lie. It is New Year in my country.
Are you on drugs?
No drugs, sir.
I need you to come in for drug test, okay? ASAP.
Hello? Sir, hello? Hello? Wini, fire and dare game and nada chung
So, John and Jeff, is that going to make you play back today's show? You missed all the nasty bits I got going on. So, let's see. I think someone said in Hawaii they don't do the daylight savings time either. So I didn't know that. I thought Arizona. I know some cities within certain states don't play around with the changing of the times. I thought Arizona was the only entire state that didn't do that. But I might be wrong. Hawaii might be one of the places where they don't do it either. I didn't check that out. But it'd be even worse to live in a state where only a certain amount of the state, a certain county or a certain city, doesn't change times, but everyone else in the entire state does. At least Arizona, the whole state doesn't do it, doesn't conform to it. So it makes it, but it still makes it a challenge because today I got confused. I thought I was doing the show at 2 o'clock. So today I messed up, guys, and I'm sober. I'm not out yet partying. I'm going to go out partying tonight, and my wife is going to be the designated driver. Although I think, you know what? I think I'm going to tell her, no, you know what? Let's get Uber, and I want to see you drunk tonight. And Japanese women, they get drunk really quick, and they turn all red. So it's appropriate to turn red after Christmas because red is the color of Christmas, red and green. I should make her wear like a green shirt or something, and then she'll be drinking some wine, get a red face. She'll look like a Christmas ornament. Let's see, who else do we got? I'll play it back, Jeff. Okay, cool. At 12, India becomes a superpower. Really? I don't follow world politics. I don't follow politics in the United States. My God, would I want to do that? How many of you guys are going to be less political next year? I wonder how many of you guys are going to do that. I stopped with politics about 9 months ago. It was really starting to get to me. I was becoming more and more angry, more and more hostile. So about 9 months ago, I stopped visiting Facebook's homepage, and I started going to all the Facebook groups that I belong to. And I stay out of the Facebook homepage because it's full of hostility. How many of you guys are going to get out of politics in 2020? Of course, there's an election coming up in 2020. So, but are you going to, this is what I do as an entertainer, which is all I am. All I am is an entertainer. I'm not really a talk show host. You can tell how flawed I am at it. I can't even speak fluently today to carry on a conversation. But at least when I am an entertainer, I do not put out my political viewpoints. What I'll do is I'll vote because I have an opinion, but I'm not going to tell you who I'm going to vote for. I'm not even going to give you guys an aspiration of my political viewpoints because you know what? As an entertainer, I'm here to entertain you. I'm not here to tell you what my political viewpoint is. So I wish a lot of entertainers would just shut up and entertain us, but then I don't want to know what your baggage is politically because I'm going to be less entertained if I don't agree with your viewpoint. Maybe I'll tolerate it for a while, but then I'll become angry and hostile and I'll stop following you, stop going to your movies and all that. So let's not get political on the Dave Nairn Show in 2020. That's a new realm of a goal is to do no politics. And I think since I've done the show, we've done no politics. So it's been really kind of cool. It's 4:27 in South Carolina. That is right. 2 hours difference. I told Jeff and John I was going to be on at 5 o'clock. What a screw up. Sorry about that, guys. I messed it up. So Asuka says she liked the Ebola thing. Is Ebola even a disease anymore? You never hear of swine flu, but what we're hearing now is like measles and mumps in all these airports. There's like 7 airports. I think it's the mumps or measles? Which one is it? I don't even think I've had either one of them. I think I had chicken pox when I was a young kid. And did you miss my? Oh, by the way, chicken pox. So you know what I should do for Jeff and John who joined late. Chicken pox, it just came into mind. Chicken pox and the opening theme song of the Dave Nairn Show today for New Year's was the chicken theme song. The chicken New Year's theme song. Here we go. I'll play it back for you. Straight from Japan, by the way. So let's see what else we got. Jeff says here, he says, yes, Ebola is in Chad and Uganda. I don't know where Chad is. Is that where a long time ago we had trouble with the elections and we had the hanging Chads Was that hanging Chad thing? Was that in Chad? I don't know where Chad is. I'm from the United States. The only thing we know about we don't even know about other states in our country. Most of the time, if you put a map up and you don't put the names of the states in the map, most people won't be able to put the names, even if it was a drag and drop. Wouldn't be able to put the names of the state associated with the geographical location of the state in the United States. We wouldn't be able to do that. Now you're going to tell me I can't possibly know where Chad is. I never even heard of Chad. Is it Chad and Uganda? Now, Uganda, at least I've heard of it. If there was a world map right now in front of me, I wouldn't be able to pick out where Uganda is. And if you told me there's a place called Chad, I would have no idea where Chad is. Does Chad Everett live there? The guy from Medical Center? Remember him, Chad Everett? Man, I'm dating myself now, aren't I? I'm married. I don't have to date myself anymore. Hanging Chads were in 2000 in Florida. I thought that was earlier. I thought that was when we had the Al Gore was upset because I think we counted wrong and there were Chads in Florida. I think it was in Florida. And it might have occurred again in 2000 for all I know. I forget. But I thought it was before that. I thought it was in the 90s, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was in the 90s that we had the hanging Chads in Florida and we had to recount them to see who. Yeah, I think some people said we deprived Al Gore of votes. I'm not sure. So does anyone want to call? I know Jeff was going to call, but now we screwed him up with the time of the show. So, it was Bush Gore, right? That's right. And then there was the Supreme Court and all that, a big battle. I think it was a delay of like 8 or 10 hours, and it would have been delayed longer, except I think Gore just surrendered. And then Bush won, which was the end result of that. But I think it was hanging Chads. And it's funny, when you go to elections in Arizona here, I don't understand this. When you go to vote, you get a big piece of paper, and you got to connect the dots they give you like a Sharpie. And you got to connect the two lines, and you got to draw a line between them. When you vote, I can't believe, is it that antiquated? When I went there to vote last time, I actually took my video camera, and I was video recording, and they let me do it. They didn't stop me. I thought they were going to stop me. I had my cell phone. I was recording around to just talk about how antique that process is. You go up there, and there's no modernization to voting anymore. Is it like that everywhere? Like every time I vote, I happen to be in Arizona. And when I'm in Arizona, it's so antique, it's unbelievable. I thought I was antique. And go there and I should drive one of my classic old antique cars up to the voting place. At least then I'd be in the same time zone, except I still wouldn't be in the same time zone because my cars are from the 70s and the 80s. They got voting machines there like from the 50s and 60s. Unbelievable. I wonder if it's like that all over. Chads. Do they still do that in Florida? Okay, who said that? Jeff says hanging Chads were in 2000 in Florida. Jeff, I'm curious. Do they still have the punch? Because that's what it was. Wasn't it a voting ballot like this? And you had to punch out the Chads. And so the little suppression dots you punch out. Is it still like that? Is 2020 going to be the year where you're going to have a New Year's resolution to get rid of hanging Chads and switch to something more modern? Switch to a little Sharpie like we have in Arizona. I don't know. So, shockingly, we got some people here watching the show right now, which is unusual because it's New Year's Eve. I thought there'd be no one checking out today's show. Let's see. Kathleen says, I went to my first rock concert with my boyfriend named Chad. There we go. Was he a hanging Chad? So Kathleen, tell us. Was he a hanging Chad? Was he hung? Let us know that, please. Give us some feedback. We saw Deep Purple and Nazareth at Radio City Music Hall. Very cool. Kathleen says 1978. I'm not sure what I'm not sure what you're referring to with 1978, except you're probably saying that Dave Darren's haircut is straight out of 1978. Let me put up here and see. I'll do my ESP. That is right. Kathleen is saying Dave Darren's haircut's from 1978. See, I do have an ESP perspective to me. I got to run into ShopRite. Hopefully it will be on when I leave. I'm not sure, John. I think I'm going to be short and brief today because everyone wants to go out and start enjoying their New Year's Eve. even though it's kind of early in the day, but everyone's got to prepare, right? Mike said something, and it says, message retracted. I've seen this before on chat. And what did you retract, Mike? Tell me what you retracted so we can all see what you did you say something you shouldn't have said? In this chat session, we can all say anything we want. You don't have to retract anything at all. So let's say, I said my New Year's resolution is to try to make the Dave Darren Thursday night show really a rock and roll show based upon what we're learning, UFO, paranoia, remote viewing, ESP, hypnotism, whatever you want to talk about. We're going to really try to focus on. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get one topic, one expert guest, and I'm going to deliver him to us so that we can pick his brain and decide if what we're getting from the guy is factual, or we can just say, well, you know what, this guest was just someone who came on to entertain us. It was probably going to be entertaining. We had Tony Marino on at one point. And the guy was entertaining. He had no facts, but he was entertaining. And then after that, we had to get rid of him because it was ridiculously hostile to us. So we got rid of him, and then we're getting more guests. So we're gonna really try to probe people's minds. All right. So Kathleen says, "LOL." To I say stuff so quickly I forget what I said. I'm not sure what you were laughing at because I'm typically not that funny. Let's see. Mike says we have electronic voting in South Carolina. I know that if you vote. I don't vote absentee. If I vote absentee, I wonder if it's electronic at all. And when we go to the voting stations, in the polling places, are they antique? But if we vote absentee, is there a way to do it more modernized? I'm not sure. And Jeff says that he was nuts out of his mind. Who cares if Darren's boyfriend Chad can't get it up? It's funny, whoever said this, who said, who cares if Darren's boyfriend, Chad, can't get it up? But then it's funny, I see a bunch of lines here. So I don't know who's saying that. Because I can see comments from Jeff, Mike, Kathleen, John. I can see everyone else's comments, except periodically I see a comment popping up with a bunch of lines on it. So I don't know who said that. There's an anonymous person on the Dave Darren show today who doesn't want to be announced. So, if no one else has anything for today, I told you my New Year's resolution. And I know we all want to go out. We want to enjoy New Year's Eve. We want to enjoy New Year's Day. So let's get out of here and start rocking the new year. Let's rock the end of 2019, because for a lot of people, 2019, this year was a real pain in the ass. And I agree with you. This year was a total and complete pain in the ass, so you want to get rid of it by sending it out to a funeral that's a party. 2019 New Year's Eve, before New Year's comes on at 12 midnight, we want to conclude 2019 with a memorial ceremony, a funeral in a party mode to say goodbye to this nightmare of 2019. Hello to the best year that we've ever had in our lives. So let's say goodbye to it. Let's say goodbye to tonight's show. I'll see you guys on Thursday. And Thursday, well, I'll think about, maybe I'll even have a guest on. Who knows? I'll try to figure something out. It'll be fun and entertaining for everybody. And that's all I got for today. Thanks, guys, for joining. Make sure you have a great, scaredy cat. Who said that? Actual size? How big is he? Well, what are these questions? All right, so I'm going to get out of here, and I'll see you guys on Thursday night. Cheers, guys.